It's a good game, but it's not a game I would recommend.
Why's that?
It hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a very fun game. You just have to try to get past very clunky mechanics.
Yeah, dude, seriously, come over whenever you want.
What's up?
Come over whenever you want, like.
Okay, good.
We're usually just in here chilling. Dude, you're a damn liar.
What?
You too can stream games on this internet just fine.
Okay.
I'm legitimately streaming right now. It's working perfect.
I never said you couldn't.
You said it'd be really hard. Dude, you literally have the collection of games I'm gonna buy when I was like 12.
That's the story of my life.
I still want to play Beyond Good and Evil. I really want to try.
Holy shit, dude. I will watch you play Beyond Good and Evil for days, and I love that game so much.
Like, I've heard so many good things about it. Like, I feel like no matter how bad I do, it's still gonna be awesome. We're gonna see how that goes. Seriously, like, you want to chill? Just walk in.
You guys can walk in there anytime too if you want. I'll probably be sitting in there playing guitar or...
Dude, I know, I can hear you. It's so freaking sick.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Like,
it's not annoying, is it? It's not too
no, dude, I
loud?
freaking
No.
love it. Like, it like authenticates the college experience. Like, you just walk by and you're like jamming. I'm like, sick.
Sick.
Hey.
It'd be annoying if you were bad at guitar.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, if you sucked at guitar, I might get a little angry, but it's pleasant to my ears, so I mean, I can't complain at all.
That's great. What game are you playing?
It's called PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Okay. I haven't done a lot of PC gaming, but...
Either have I. I'm just starting, like, I've had my PC for like 9 months, so like,
okay.
I'm still a large noob.
That's sweet.
I'm actually like testing out a live stream right now just to see if it'll work, so it's actually working.
That's awesome. You ever played a game called Just Cause?
I've heard of it. I've never played it. I've heard it's pretty good though.
Okay.
What one do you play?
I've never played it either, but from what I've heard of it, I've like just seen the cover of it.
I've heard it's like GTA, but like...
Yeah, it looked kind of... Well, you're playing, I thought that's what it might have been.
No, this is
like...
like...
The parachutes and stuff, you can do that in that game.
Yeah. Actually, visually, it does look a lot like Just Cause, I guess, but this game's a little bit different. This is like a survival of the fittest game, like dropped on an island, survive.
Okay.
With 100 other players, so...
Nice.
It's very intriguing. Come on.
Looks fun.
Dude, you can try it. You want to try it?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Alright.
So,
If you ever want to come over and game, I got an Xbox too if you want to play that. I mean,
oh, sick. Dude,
go for it, bro.
I'll have to come by sometime.
Yeah, man.
I have to read this really boring Plato book for my University Seminar class.
I think I have the same one in my drawer right
Oh,
there.
yeah. Is it called, like, Euthero and Ecology or something?
This is my Plato book. I don't know what it's called, to be honest. It just says Plato on it. You can check it out.
It doesn't look like that. It might be the same one, though. Plato.
Like
No, it's not this, but it's by the same guy.
Yeah.
But I have to read 49 pages by Thursday.
Yeah, I got some reading I got to do tonight, too.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that.
I'm just glad I get all these boring classes out first semester. like
Right.
my RIT class and my seminar.
Get those out of the way.
Seriously. Shit, this guy.
Oh, I think it's like part of this book actually.
Is it? Okay, that would make
I
sense.
recognize chapters of it by the name.
No way. I can hit this guy. He's just gonna fucking miss me a bunch. Ooh, yes he is.
I think one of the hardest part about my classes is going to be reading because I've
Mhm.
read like since senior year started. I've read 2 novels.
Ooh. So yeah, senior year I took one of the higher up English classes and that involved a lot of reading, so I'm pretty fresh off of it.
That's good.
So I don't think I'll have a horrible time. I just don't necessarily like it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm just gonna go right in chasing him.
You ever play a skiing game called Snow?
No, but I've heard that game is sick.
It looks so fun. I've never played it, but man, it looks fun.
I haven't gotten a lot of new games recently, especially with the college movement thing. Like, I've been toning it down, so...
Right.
Like, I want to get all these new games, and then at the same time, I'm like, well, I'm paying for college right now. Like,
Right.
I don't exactly
Already
want to...
spending like 17,000.
No kidding.
And
So-
the homework's probably only going to increase in
No kidding. I think I'll probably still find plenty of time to game. I mean,
yeah.
so far I have way more time than I had when living at home, so
That's good.
I can't complain.
So you don't have like chores or anything?
Yeah, it's kind of nice. And, like, you don't have to worry about food or anything. You can kind of just do your own thing.
Right, yeah, you don't have to do the dishes, you just go eat. And it's so easy.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that there weren't like janitors and that we had to like take shifts cleaning the bathroom in the dorm.
I would not love
So
that.
I'm really glad we don't have to do that.
That is one thing I learned. Like, I came up for they call it the MSU Fridays or whatever. It's like get to know campus. Like, it's not
Oh yeah,
orientation.
tour campus.
And that was like one of the first questions someone's asked. Like, do we have to clean the bathroom? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, I'm sold.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I mean, I probably could get along with it if I wanted to, but I'm just going to take advantage of not having to clean for now. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's not like I'm going to totally trash my dorm, even though it's not the cleanest right now, but it'll get better.
Oh yeah, you guys isn't bad.
I still have a bunch of clothes I have to put away, but I also want to do my laundry first so I can get that stuff done.
Right.
Because isn't the laundry below the first floor?
Yeah, it's like down, if you're going out the front door, you take a right in front of the desk, and you walk down that hallway, and then there's a door on the left, and there's some, I think there's only 2 laundry machines,
Yeah.
but, or it might just be a 1 laundry machine and a dryer.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like $2 for laundry, $2 for drying.
It's not horrible.
There's also a bunch in the basement.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like the pit?
yeah.
Okay.
And my orientation leader said, honestly, like, when you're in the dorms, you can just, like, go put your load down there and then come back up to your dorm for, like, 40 minutes or whatever. But you don't have to sit there and wait by it. So
Oh,
nobody's
okay.
going to steal it.
That's
I mean,
smart, yeah.
like, that's kind of nice. Like, if I'm doing, like, I got a bunch of homework, I can go throw in a load of laundry and do it while I'm working.
Definitely, yeah, because you don't want to sit down there that long.
Oh, that'd be horrible. Except for it's probably a lot cooler down there than it is up here.
That's true, it's been pretty bad up here.
Oh no, it's not cold down there at all.
Is it hot?
It's so hot. There's no ventilation. It's terrible.
Well, I was thinking it might be cooler because it's semi-underground, right? Like, we had an underground basement at my house, and that was like...
Wait, you had an underground basement?
Yeah, so like,
No way.
dude, straight up, that's where I lived my senior year, and I kid you not, it was like 15 to 20 degrees cooler down there all the time.
Yeah, that would make sense for people down there.
It was so nice. So that's the logic I'm going off of, is that, like, maybe it is, or could be cooler because it's underground, but then again, it is kind of like a prison down there with no ventilation, so I can understand.
No ventilation and like 4 dryers running.
True, and there's probably more than dryers down there. That's probably like where they have most of their heating units and whatnot.
The boilers and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
So I bet during the winter it's probably nice and toasty down there 24/7.
The laundry might be different prices down there too. I don't know. Because like I was trying to like print a calendar for my chem class, and the printing is different prices. And
Isn't it pretty cheap to print though?
it's pretty cheap. In the so like a cat card has $7.50 a semester for printing, and in the library you can print like 1 sheet for 3 cents and like a double-sided sheet for like 5 cents or something.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Basically more than you'll need all semester for papers and stuff. But there's like
here is like 7 cents.
yeah, I think it depends. So I tried to use the kiosk, but you can't. The thing is, you can't use your cat card. It's like
That's stupid.
So I swipe my debit card to pay 10 cents, and then it asks you to give a $5 deposit to pay 10 cents.
What?
Or if you don't give a $5 deposit, you have to pay 50 cents to skip the deposit.
That's
So like a 40-cent fee. So I'm like, I'm going to the library. Seriously. Stupid.
I was told for like printing stuff that we were given like $8 or like $7.50 on our cat cards to print stuff, and since it's cheap, like so cheap, that should get us through the year. But that's stupid. Like, where are the printing kiosks at?
So in the basement of the library, there's just like 8 computers next to a printer.
Okay.
And then you just sign in with like what you sign into all the computers with.
Like is it your net ID or no?
I think it's student ID and like a password that you decide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but
okay.
wait, what do you mean the basement of the library? Because I found it on like you go in and then there's like a half floor and you go on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, that's confused. I'm like, wait, there's a basement?
Yeah.
The negative 0.5 floor.
That's like a positive 0.5 floor. It's like you go in this flat and then you go up half a floor to all the print stations and the computers.
How are you entering?
Oh, I was just entering the like north entrance, so like facing Montana Hall.
If you go in there, like you keep going forward and you take a right, and you have to go down some stairs.
I go that way, and then I go upstairs to the right. Maybe you go in the other. You go in from. We must be thinking of different doors for that.
Maybe.
I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but
There are printers in the library. Is what we're getting at.
yeah.
Alright.
I used to have like a Game Boy Advance.
Oh, I used to have that too.
And I was like, so I didn't have the. I think it was the SP is the one that flips open.
Yep.
That's the one I had. That thing was my childhood.
Yeah, I had the one before that.
Yeah, the classic.
Yeah, the classic.
The battery one?
That one had the batteries.
Yeah, the batteries, exactly.
Classic.
And it did have a little bit of color, actually, but it didn't have like a light up
Yeah, it didn't
display
have
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
SP. It was
You had to play
backlit.
like under a lamp at night.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. That was.
Yeah, that was so fun. But then, like freshman year of high school, I went to visit my grandparents in Albuquerque, and I left it on the airplane. And we
That's-
like called them and tried to get it back, but they couldn't find it.
Oh.
I was so sad because I had like all my games in the case too.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's nothing. My brother put ours in, like me and him shared it. Because we bought it at a garage sale when I was like 6, and he put it in the washing machine. I was like, oh, dude. But thankfully, at that time, I actually had a DS because I was tired of sharing, so I could still play all my Game Boy games.
Oh, right.
So I was very, very mad but happy at the same time that I still had the DS.
That's so sad.
I have never had an original. Oh, I didn't have one of the wide Game Boys, but I had the SP. I still have it.
You still have it? That's sick. What games do you have?
So many.
Really?
I wish I would have kept my Game Boy. I think my brother either lost or sold most of the games, and I was like, you know, those are like classics.
Yeah, they look so funny. Those little plastic chips.
Yeah, honestly, and there's like no internal memory card or anything. It's just like all in the game.
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's like compared to like PSPs and stuff.
Seriously. I would love to go back and have my Game Boy. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's so classic. I think those will probably be antiques sooner than PlayStation, actually. Those are older.
The only antique I have is I have a Super Nintendo that's sitting in my closet right now.
Nice.
And I,
Yes, the best.
dude, seriously, it kind of sucks though, like, because I definitely bought it from some lady for $15, and the games she has with it are kind of crappy. The only game I think I found any enjoyment out of is I have NBA. What's the NBA games they made back then?
Got NBA Jam.
Yeah, NBA Jam.
Oh,
So fun. That, and I have Kirby's Avalanche, but I'm not a huge Kirby fan in general. Like, just not my thing. So, but the NBA Jam, I've definitely put some hours into that. I think it's so fun. I'm just taking this guy's car. Almost out of gas. Are you kidding?
It's like significant to watch this. I don't know why.
Definitely running out of gas. This is going to be a long run. Actually, no, it's not. I need to have the right place to buy. So when I get picked off, it's going to be fine.
So you're from Seattle, right? You're at
Helena.
Helena. Sorry. Helena. Where are you from, Colton?
It's out of. Have you ever heard of Pompey's Pillar?
No.
So it's east of Billings. It's this like town based around a rock that Lewis and Clark stopped at.
Oh, okay.
So it's like extremely small.
And the town's called Pompey's Pillar.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
It's small enough. It has a post office and that's it.
Okay.
So
That's awesome.
it's quite small. But it's only a half an hour out of Billings, so it's not like I'm totally isolated from normal things. Oh yeah. And then, I mean, there's other smaller towns that are closer, but there's not much out where I live.
Yeah.
So.
Is it like a grocery store there?
There's one where I go to school like 15 minutes away from my house, kind of towards Billings, and then yeah, there's like a grocery store and a gas station and stuff. There's like small stuff there.
That's all you need.
Yeah. A little bit of a change coming here to Bozeman,
Yeah, that's for sure.
but it's still similar to Billings. Like I'm not even having a problem with it. I actually kind of enjoy living in the city where I can like, if I want to go to like McDonald's, it's not a half an hour drive to get there. I can like walk out my door and drive there in like 2 seconds. So I quite like it here.
Really.
Oh, I thought this place is not getting looted yet.
I better go read some Play-Doh.
You have fun with Play-Doh, man.
Oh, I will have so much fun. You guys have fun
Yeah.
too.
He's over there reading Play-Doh, and we're both just sitting here gaming. You're darn right, we're having fun. I'm actually surprised how well this live stream works, though. It doesn't mess with my ping at all. There's no lag issues. So I think I'm gonna start doing this more often. I quite like this.
Oh, are you streaming on YouTube?
Don't hit me, man. I'm not really a Twitch person.
Streaming on YouTube. Oh.
See, the thing I like about YouTube though is for like PUBG, which I'm playing right now, the player base is a lot smaller. So like it makes sense. Like with Twitch, it's the #1 streamed game, but on YouTube, it's definitely a lot less popular. So I feel like there's more opportunity here. I very well could be wrong, but you know, we'll see.
What are you telling me? You're gonna use OBS next?
Dude, I'm not gonna buy any other thing. I am running OBS right now because it's free.
Oh, my boy.
Do you know a better free one? Like, as I said, I'm still a huge noob to this stuff.
Just pirate XSplit.
I could do that. I'm just saying, OBS took me about 5 minutes to set up, so, I mean, I can't complain there, can I?
Yeah, but still, that's...
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
programming in Python, just don't.
hey, I'm learning CSS as well. I can't say anything about it because I seriously know about nothing except for a little bit of HTML. But give me a semester and I'll be caught up a little bit to your godly status of being able to do stuff. Dude, I tried Miller's steak fingers today, and those things were so greasily delicious.
Really actually good.
See, I like, oh shoot, I wasn't even looking. So, I really like diner type of food where it's like deep fried stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought they were very, very good for like that, almost like cheap type of diner food.
Yeah.
So I really liked it. And of course, their French fries are freaking amazing.
The lunch French fries are always great.
The garlic ones.
Yeah. The sea salt ones are also really good. Just don't get the breakfast potatoes.
I know. When you
never-
came up and said that, one of my friends I was sitting with, she was like, "Don't hit me, but I love the breakfast potatoes here." I'm like, "How? They like undercook them? Like they're just like warmed up, like, ugh, they're gross."
And like, they're never even good salty. They're always nasty.
My
salty.
breakfast potatoes, like hash browns, I like them kind of crispy,
Yeah, same.
and I also like them salty and like, or at least seasoned of some sort. But then like you eat them, they're all mushy, and I'm like, oh, it just ruins everything for me.
But you get kind of sad and you eat your pancake.
Pancakes actually weren't bad there.
Yeah, the pancakes aren't terrible.
I can deal with that. The rest of the breakfast, I'm not a huge fan of so far. I tried their breakfast sandwich when I was here on orientation. That was not good.
The breakfast sandwiches aren't terrible.
The one I had was like, okay, it could have been the fact that it was probably sitting there for a few hours because it just felt like old and stale.
That's possible.
So, I'm not a huge fan of breakfast sandwiches anyways. I mean, their French toast sticks weren't bad. They were most likely like the frozen ones you buy at like Costco, but I mean, I can deal with that. Of course, their cereal bar is always classic because it's got the cereal on it. You can't complain there.
Except when you're lactose intolerant and they don't offer anything except soy milk.
Are you lactose intolerant? My brother-in-law definitely is lactose intolerant too. I've learned that there's a wide. Well, actually, no, he can't have whey, so I think it's more than lactose intolerant. Whey is more things that I've learned you cannot have it in a lot of different things. Let's go, man. Let's go.
You tell me you can't have any of that sick whey protein.
Yes.
Kids get swole.
Get swole. See, like, I really wanted to start, like, live streaming stuff from my house, but I really quickly figured out that my Wi-Fi could not support more than one device at once. Because, like, as I said, my ping would be right around, like, 79, 80 when no one else was home. I had to hook up with the Ethernet cable. But as soon as I started streaming, both the stream and my game started to lag so viciously bad, I was just like, you know what?
Yep.
I'm done. We'll see how it works here. I need something to do to pass my spare time, so maybe I'll have fun with that.
Oh, just wait. You'll stop having spare time soon.
True. I don't doubt that at all.
Classes haven't really started yet.
I know. I still have homework for tonight, but it's just like I said, I'm in a bunch of easy classes. I don't feel like I'm gonna be like I'll probably have a lot of work. I feel like I can manage most of it. I'm not in freaking cruelty calc 2 already. Like one of my friends.
Yeah, screw those kind of tools.
No kidding. One of my friends was in calc 1 and he said that was hell because on the first day you got in there and they had a graded quiz or something. I was like, ooh. So, but of course he was the valedictorian in my class, so he's obviously pretty smart all around. That was interesting. I'm gonna go eat supper at like 5 o'clock. It's the same people I always do.
Yeah, actually, around 5. The study group starts.
I also found out if you go to the sub rec room, they charge you for like playing pool. It's $5 an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Which I was really disappointed. Like when we were there for orientation, they just let us do whatever you want. I was like, cool, well, let's do that again. And then like, oh wait, it's college. They love to charge you for everything.
So,
I was a little bit disappointed about that, but I also bowling down there actually wasn't as bad as I thought.
how much was it?
$250 per person per game. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, that's not terrible. The lanes were, I don't know, the computer on the lane we were on was definitely screwed up. Because like your second hole, it wouldn't count it, and then it wouldn't replace the PGA. It would count for the first turn. Like, I think I rolled a 9, and then it was after we got a 9 for their first one, and then replace all the pins, or like. On your first turn, you hit whatever pins, like, let's say you hit 6 pins, and then wipe them and put 10 more down before your second turn. And then, like, it did that for 4 rounds, and then after that, it, like, corrected itself. It was really weird.
Yeah, that's very weird.
That was awesome. Alrighty, let's see where we're gonna drop here. Where are we coming in from? We're coming in over the military base. I'm definitely not gonna jump at the military base. So we'll see. Do what?
Do your round entirely on the schoolyard.
Okay.
Have fun with PvP.
With what?
Have fun with PvP.
Yes. I really love PvP games though. I do play some story, like games that are centered around story mode, but I love playing a good PvP game every now and then, so that's just my style. What about that? Hey bro, I wouldn't doubt you. You've brought more girls around here than I have so far, so I mean, you do you. Yeah. Wait, is Leanne just like your friend then?
Yeah.
Okay. I felt like I'd met her before. Like I straight up swear I recognized her, but I wasn't sure. Well, this is definitely.
Anyone that comes over here is probably a Hilton scholar.
Okay. That's fair enough. Miguel's one, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay. What did you have to do to get that? Is it like is it considered a grant or like what is it?
It's a scholarship.
Okay.
But, there was this huge essay process, and it's need-based, so everyone in there...
Is poor.
Yeah, basically.
I feel your fam.
Everyone in there qualifies for Pell Grants, and
Fair
it was
enough.
it was a long-ass process to try to get in.
The way I was kind of really mad about that because like when I filled out my FAFSA, the way it worked is my dad literally just finished his college degree like a few weeks before, or like probably like 2 months before I had to fill out the FAFSA. So on paper, he was technically making more money because he finally finished his degree, but in all reality, it hadn't affected my family yet. So it definitely screwed me there because I was eligible for like no FAFSA need stuff that was or anything that was need based.
Yeah.
So that was not fun to do. I was not very excited about that. Neither was my family. Because like through the FAFSA, it expected my family to contribute $40,000 a year to like my college fund. I'm like, no, I'm basically paying for this myself. Like, my family ain't give me that. So.
Yeah, I have friends who their families are giving them like their savings accounts like $200,000. That'd be cool. I got a crisp fiver.
Yeah. I got a $5 bill.
I got
And
a
you
crisp
can.
fiver and a high five.
No kidding. You've seen Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
I've got a crisp high five for you. What kind of movies are you into, by the way? Like,
Everything.
that's good to know.
Like, I've watched so many movies.
I'm pretty broad on like on what I'll watch for movies. I usually don't judge until I've like watched the whole movie, so I mean, we're pretty good there. I am a huge like Marvel nerd though, so almost every Marvel I will either go watch in theaters or see as soon as it comes out. So that is one thing I enjoy to do. Look at hot and nobody's rated it.
I'm kind of tired of Marvel.
You know, they still have good movies every now and then, but their biggest mistake was in they sold like half of their franchise to Fox. So like all the X-Men, including Deadpool, is owned by Fox. So there's virtually no chance that they will be a movie with like the Avengers and the X-Men together. So I'm really not excited about that, especially with Infinity War coming up, where it's supposed to have basically the whole Marvel universe fighting against Thanos.
Yeah.
In all reality, it's going to be half the Marvel universe against Thanos. So, that's not very fun.
Like, my favorite superhero is Ant-Man,
Oh, dude, he's an OG, bro.
but I friggin' hate Paul Rudd.
I actually don't mind Paul Rudd. I thought he did a pretty decent job. Like, it's kind of hard to, like, explain, like...
Yeah, that's why I'm tired of Marvel, because they fucked up Ant-Man by putting Paul Rudd in.
Fair enough. I liked watching, like, I'm guessing you probably watched a bunch of their older cartoons as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely did that as well, and still continue to watch them whenever I get a chance, so. I do, like, wish they would stick to a lot of the, like, old backstories and stuff. Like, I really hate how they've, like, done 3 different Spider-Mans. That really sucked. So.
Multiverse.
Oh, yeah. That's their explanation for every stupid thing they do. Multiverse. Like, we get it. So.
It's a multiverse. You're just not a real fan.
Shut up, man. That's, like, the one thing I can probably nerd out on the most is probably Marvel stuff. Like, I really love just going into that. And I also am not a huge fan of a lot of the TV shows they make of them. Like, some of the TV shows, like, The Punisher, or not The Punisher, Daredevil wasn't bad, but the other ones are just, like...
I like Jessica Jones. That was good.
I didn't watch that. I haven't watched that, Luke Cage, or Iron Fist yet, but I feel like I need to watch them all.
Luke Cage and just watch Jessica Jones is better.
Is it? And then The Defenders is out now. Have you watched that?
I have not even tried Defenders because I hated Iron Fist.
I heard Iron Fist was super underwhelming. Like, he's like in my top 10 favorite heroes just because I love his character design and whatnot. And I feel like, from what I've heard, they just totally made it underwhelming. So, that was kind of disappointing. And also with Luke Cage. Like, Luke Cage and Iron Fist are supposed to be like the duo that goes around just kicks butt everywhere. And then they, like, paired him up into a team with a blind guy and a girl. And it was like,
Yeah, if you're gonna watch any of the three, just watch Jessica Jones.
Fair enough. Advice well taken. Crossbow. Nobody wants a crossbow. Angled foregrip maybe that on anything.
Well, why not? It's so accurate.
Have you ever played this game before?
Yes.
Okay. You know the crossbow's not accurate then.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know if you were just, like, having a lucky guess or you actually played it before. I mean, if I was really good at the game and I wanted a challenge, I'd pick up the crossbow. But I still low-key really, really suck at this game. That's why I play it so much. So, I mean...
Crossbow is extremely accurate and has the fastest reload speed in the game.
It is a one-hit kill at very close ranges. I already have a level 2 backpack. I don't need that. Alright, everybody kill that. Let's go. Let's get to the middle of the circle and low certificate. I still don't have a helmet. This really sucks, man. I do have a holographic circle on there. I do not have a helmet. This is kind of scary. I don't think I'm gonna. I might not even get a top 10. I feel like I'm just gonna be shredded early on. So we'll see. We'll see. I only have one kill right now. That kind of sucks. That was early on, and that was a crappy kill. Let's keep this going here. I'm going hard right now, man. I'm gonna grind this for a few hours before I do my homework. I'm going hard right now, man. Grind this for a few hours before I do my homework. No, not my background. Oh, come on. Alright, we might go for the supply drop. I don't know where's it gonna land. So it hasn't dropped yet, has it? Look, now this has been like a check some of this out. We're just gonna leave that. I'm gonna be a scaredy cat and just not go for the supply drop right now. I can't really tell if this has been moving. Like there's stuff here, but yeah, I think. Oh, there's a helmet. Okay, I really do actually. Haven't had one all game. So. We need a lot more medical supplies to have new medical supplies. Ooh, do we have anything here? Quick draw mag. Is that quick draw extended or just quick draw? Just a quick draw. Of course it is. Let's keep on moving. I'm pretty well positioned for right now. Can't complain at all. I want to get some high ground. I did it 4 times. That would be quite nice. I'll put a flash grenade. Why not? First time mode. Same thing. Just doing like keys and all right. Let's keep on moving. I'm running in the wrong direction. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna mark the middle again so I can have a place to run. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, okay, whatever. Let's go up here. No clue where this guy is. Just hopped out of his car. But I'm just chilling. But I'm gonna get kicked off. Where did this guy go? I think I want to get picked right here. Oh, yep, there we go. What time is it now? It's 4 o'clock. Cool. Try to climb on and on. Oh, what's up, Austin?
Oh, not a whole lot.
You kind of joined it at the wrong time. I'm just getting into a pub game.
Oh, that's alright. I'm probably gonna get into a league game just cause, dude, I lost another one last night.
Is it what? You lost another one? Nice. Dude.
I literally.
Guess what, Austin?
What?
What's up? What's up? Dude, nice. Dude, me and a few friends and probably you or I are gonna go eat supper at 5. Yeah, 5. It might be more like 5:15, I think. One of my friends has got a class at Andretti there, so, I mean, you don't want to eat alone or want to eat with some of us.
Okay. Yeah, I might,
Go for it. Do you run a lot or no?
not, well, lately I've been running like a decent amount, like full on a schedule for a half marathon. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah. But it's not super fun, but I feel good when I'm done with it.
I can understand that. I've done small amounts of running in my day, and I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
Like, my sister does a lot of running and stuff, and she's like, oh, you need to get into it. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I understand that.
I can respect you for running, though.
Yeah.
I've felt the... Oh, shoot. I felt the pain of running before.
It's hard. But you do feel energized after you do it,
Yeah.
which is nice.
It's honestly probably one of the best things you can do for you at college, too.
Yeah.
Just to stay in general shape. And
stress.
no kidding. It is, like, that's the one thing I really liked about running, was just, like, totally being able to just chill. Like, you don't feel much pressure or anything. You're kind of just there.
Right.
So, I can understand
just
that.
kind of hanging out.
Hello?
What's up, Gabe?
What's up? Where'd Austin go? He was in here for like 3 seconds.
he had to go do something. I don't know exactly what. He's definitely live streaming some pub right now, though, so if you want to play some pub, I'm on.
I have to leave here in like a few minutes.
Hey, Gabe, what time does your class get done, dude?
Like 5:15. It's like an hour long.
Yeah, just come like knock on my door when you're leaving or something.
Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. He says class gets over at 5:15, so if you're there.
Okay.
One of my neighbors and my roommate are probably going to come eat supper with us, but I'm sure you guys don't care.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know it's fine. I probably shouldn't even ask you. Do you know if Steph is eating with us too or no?
I think she is.
Okay, let's chill.
I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
Did we put it in the group chat or no?
I think we did. I just don't remember if she said yes or no. You gonna play some pub game or not? No, I definitely have to leave here in like 5
minutes.
Yeah.
What kind of class are you going to?
Astrology.
Nice. Is that like a lecture or what?
I don't know yet, but it'll be interesting.
I definitely had a lecture class today that was quite interesting. Like, I feel like it's not gonna be bad. It's a web design class, but it's also a lecture, so there's 200 kids in my class. So I mean.
Yeah, I just had a lecture. My last class was a lecture, and it was for geography.
Do you have labs along with the lecture?
I don't know yet.
I know I do. I don't have any this week, but I know for sure there's labs that go along.
I think we have projects.
So yeah, that's like, that's what the lab is like. So the Thursday teaching, because I have it Tuesday, Thursday, so like the Thursday and then the following Tuesday go along, and then that Wednesday you have a lab where you work on whatever you just learned.
Oh no, we don't have labs then.
Okay. I don't really know how it works though, because they say like he has a teaching assistant that or there's actually 2 professors that teach this thing I'm in. But he has a teaching assistant that teaches the lab, and he said she's there from 8 to 8, so I don't know if, like, she's totally just, like, chilling there all day, or, like, what we're supposed to do yet. He didn't explain it very well, so I'm straight up still lost on that. Alright, how am I doing circle-wise? I'm in the circle. Oh, then that's easy. Like, I just gave me a free kill, so I'm not even complaining at all.
My mom just added me on Snapchat.
My mom forced me to add her on Snapchat a long time ago, bro. Actually, there's a Snapchat from my mother on my phone right now that I haven't opened yet. Just saying.
I think Steph wants to, because she wants to celebrate for going up in math.
Oh yeah, dude, what'd she get?
I think she just went up to our level, right?
Sick. I hope she's not up any higher, because she would not have fun in that Calculus 1.
I think you go up to pre-calc, don't you? Or survey of calculus or some shit.
Bro, I don't know what the math level stuff works here. I know me and you, we're both in, you're in college algebra, right? Like M121?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I know about. Like, I know that a 3 gets you there. I know that's not low, but it's not high in the math area, so I'm totally fine with that.
Hopefully this, like, the last lecture I walked into, the lecture hall I walked into, it was completely full before I even got there. So I had to, like, walk through people to get a seat.
That's awesome.
Was,
I
like,
definitely got to mine early enough that I, like, okay, I was, like, probably within the first 10 people in there, and I sat, like, dead in the center, like, 2 or 3 rows up, so I was, like, I wasn't front row, but I wasn't, like, I was in perfect positioning, and literally, like, no one came and sat by me as the room filled up. I'm like, this is kind of awkward, but at the same time, I kind of prefer to be alone, because it's kind of just nice to have my space. It was, like, kind of awkward, but kind of cool at the same time. I was like, alright, I can deal with this. I feel like the lecture is just going to be a little bit different from when you get used to. I definitely just got shot at. Oh, I just got destroyed with a shotgun because I was not paying any attention. Any attention. Alright. My mom wants me to call her, so I think I'm going to shut off the stream for a while.
Okay, I gotta go.
Later, Gabe.
Okay, are we meeting before we head to dinner, or what's happening?
I can probably meet you at your room, or, I don't know, where's your class at?
Barnard.
Barnard. I can honestly probably just meet you there at like 5:20 or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, see ya.
How's the controller for the Switch? Like, I've heard people say it sucks, but...
It's not the best. I need to get a pro controller because it's expensive.
Chilling. Just chilling. In my room. Yeah, I'll be fine. I should not.